we need to transform within property services, and it's actually the reason I was brought into government, to start to look at what trusted and customer-centric regulation of property services needs to look like in the future. So what does that mean? What it means is that rather than focusing on the way we've always done things and an often adversarial relationship with industry and sometimes consumer advocates, we're trying to bring everybody into the tent and say, how can we focus on what genuinely is going to improve outcomes for consumers in New South Wales, not just through what government does, but through industry uplift and higher calibre of communication. Well, we actually have 5 priority projects we're working on. One is very specifically Project Engage, which is about connecting with industry. And the flow onto that is Project Connect, which is about the introduction and the value of trusted and customer-centric regulation in New South Wales. So those two work very, very closely together. And they're focused on better understanding the customer and making sure that we can implement better systems, but certainly also raise capability and capacity across government to be able to do that better for everybody involved. So those are 2 pretty important projects. On top of that, Project Transform is around future-proofing the strata sector, which is a very, very rapidly changing area of property services, a little different to some of the other stuff that I'm sure you've spoken about in these interviews. But strata is moving very quickly. It's going to house over 50% of the Greater Sydney population in the next 15 years. We need to be on top of it. The 4th project is Project Elevate. This is around professional standards and ensuring that they're fit for purpose and fit for the roles of the future. And I guess the final one, very topical, I guess, for the conference about innovation, is Project Beyond. Let's have a look at what digital transformation is doing that is both going to reduce friction and improve things for consumers, but also to ensure the necessary safeguards and guardrails are there to protect consumer interests, which can of course be a double-edged sword in the technology space. Collaboration is just so important everywhere, isn't it? And I think many people have talked to me in government in the very brief time that I've been in government, because I've spent 30 years in industry and now I'm here on the different side of the fence. Big learning curve, by the way. But I guess the whole concept of collaboration is just understanding that silos do tend to build up naturally over time, and for very good reasons. You need great people doing the right things in the right places, but when they don't have line of sight to each other, when there's not transparent end-to-end processes, the ultimate damage of that is often to the experience that consumers and practitioners and people who engage with government have. So we can do a much better job of getting that collaborative work together, both within individual agencies, but also working at a digital level and a whole of government level. And whole of government is just so important in a property sector at the moment, where in the last 30 years we haven't faced anywhere near the same challenges around affordability and supply and social wellbeing. So pretty important.